What's up, guys? Chris Young. Obviously, I am in LA at Facebook. So excited to be here. They just have this wonderful studio they're letting me use to do a very special Facebook Live with you guys. It is album launch week. If you have not already heard that out of my mouth a billion times, you've probably been under a rock. Thank you guys so much for all the love on the record that I've gotten so far. I've had so many people start talking about different tracks they like, that they just love the whole thing, and that just means a lot to me. I know I've said that a lot, but any chance I have to say thank you to you guys, y'all know I'm going to take it. This record just means a whole lot to me. The tour announcement has happened. Obviously, we're excited about 2018, what that is going to bring with Kane Brown and Landco. So if you haven't got your tickets to that, make sure you go check that out. And obviously, I'm going to be taking questions, so I'm giving you guys a little bit of time to get set, start sending some things my way, and I'll answer them right here on Facebook. I'm getting ready to go out and do Jimmy Kimmel tonight, and I'm going to be honest, I'm really excited, but if I was going to play outside for the first time, I didn't know it was going to be 98 degrees in October. I was not, no one told me. I had a completely different wardrobe picked out, and somebody told me, like, literally right before we got on the plane, they were like, you know it's 100 degrees out in LA right now, right? But it's going to be an amazing night. Obviously playing Losing Sleep, some other stuff just for you guys. And pumped. It's my first time to be on that outdoor stage. And they said it's going to be packed. So we're going to have a good time with that for sure. I'm going to grab this iPad real fast. As long as he doesn't drop it or I don't drop it. And as always, get a lot of hi hellos from different parts of the world. I just saw one from Ireland. Saw one from Texas. North Carolina. Always big hey to you guys, and I hope I get to see you sooner rather than later. But you guys can ask whatever you want. We've got kind of not really everything. I've seen just about everything on here, but I think I've answered just about everything on these. Where's the truck I won on Nashville Star? Okay, so if you don't know, that's how I got my record deal. It was off of a show called Nashville Star. It's not around anymore. But it's y'all's fault that I'm here and that I'm still here. And I do still have that truck. It is that my parents actually drive it more than I do at this point. But I do still have the truck. All right. Caitlin Ann said it's her birthday. So that was the first birthday one I saw. Happy birthday to you. I'm sure it's other people's birthday as well, but you were the first one I saw pop up, so you win. If I could have dinner with anyone, who would it be? You know what? If it's, I'm just going to keep it as someone alive instead of alive or dead. But I would probably want to have dinner with. I could be cheesy and say Zuckerberg, but I'm not going to do that. I know. I would probably say, you know what, and this sounds cheesy too for a different reason, but just my family. That's one of my favorite things to do when I'm not on the road, is actually be able to sit down and have dinner at my mom and dad's house with my sister, my brother-in-law, everybody. So.
Who would the dead person be?
Who would the dead person be from off the disembodied voice from off camera? If it was someone who's not alive anymore, it would probably be Keith Whitley, just because you guys know I'm a huge Keith Whitley fan, and that'd be awesome. Over or under for toilet paper? You know what? So I'm an over. That way you can just pull this way. And evidently, I saw this like in an article. If it's under and you're an over person and you see it, you have to change it. Like it'll just mess you up if you don't. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, don't worry about it. That was the tour with Jason and Kane. That tour's just been so awesome. This coming weekend is the last weekend on that tour with Jason. And, you know, I'm sure Kane would say the same thing if he was here, but I've toured with Jason before in the past. I love that guy. He's just been so good to us, all the people that are on tour with me, whether it's bus drivers, truck drivers, musicians. Just very, very awesome to us on tour. A lot of fun. Someone just said, I love this, laugh out loud. That's not a question, but I'm just kidding. Somebody just said hi from Vegas, and hi to you guys. Love y'all. Over for sure is another comment in here. So I'm glad that's how we started this off. Do I have Keith Whitley's guitar? I actually do. I have one of his acoustics that I got a long time ago. They were going to put it in an auction, and I found out about it from some friends of mine, and basically just went up to the people that were in charge of it and said, so how much do you want? And they were like, no, it's going to an auction. I was like, I know. So that is one thing I do have at my house that's, as far as celebrity memorabilia to me, that I think is really cool. I've got a lot of football stuff, obviously, because you guys, if you don't know this by now, then you don't follow me on social media, but I'm a Cowboys fan, so I've got a whole bunch of Cowboys gear and stuff like that. But I just heard someone take a deep intake of breath. Still, more disembodied voices that don't trust my football decisions. Are you coming to Texas on your next tour because nothing is announced? If you've seen the tour dates, it's only the beginning couple months of the year. So I'm not saying we will, I'm not saying I won't, but, you know. Okay. What's my favorite song off the new album and why? Other than Losing Sleep, which I love, because that's the first track, and I know that's a very different song sonically for me, and we did that on purpose. That was the reason why we put that as the first single. There's a couple that I really love. Where I Go When I Drink is obviously, I've seen a lot of people say that's one of the favorites. There's a song called Hanging On that's me, Corey Crowder, and Josh Hogue, two of my very, very good friends that I talked a lot about on the last record and on this record with the amount of stuff that we wrote together. And then also She's Got Away is another one that keeps popping up a lot. There's actually somebody else back here that's another disembodied voice in the room that loves Blacked Out. So if I didn't say that one, I'd be in trouble before I left.
All the voices in your head.
I know there are a lot of people over here that you guys can't see. All right, let's see what else we can get to. You know what? This is one of the questions about when will I be back somewhere, but I do want to answer it. It says, when will I be back in Dublin? As soon as possible. I love going over to the UK. You know, guys, y'all been so incredible to me and my music over there. So definitely as soon as I can, I'll be back. Yes, I do have a gray patch in my beard. Someone just pointed that out in the comments. I know. Oh, great. Here. Just go ahead. Yep. There it is. There it is.
There it is.
Yep. I earned that. Someone just said Holiday is a great song, and I did not mention that one, but I wrote that with my buddy Johnny Bulford, and that's his only cut with me on this record. If I didn't mention that, he would do hard, really tackle me, not be friends with me anymore if I didn't say anything. So sorry, Johnny. Okay, let's scroll. It's okay, I'm still hot. Thank you. I appreciate that too. So, all right, wait, hang on. This is getting out of control. At least you still have a full head of hair so far.
Oh.
What are you guys doing in the comments right now? This is not okay. Don't wish that on me. I will say, the process of making this record was, I've talked a little bit with you guys about the fact that it, for me, it's normally a 2-year album-to-album cycle. And the last 3 years have just been nuts, because I did I'm Coming Over 2 years ago, and then the Christmas record last year, and then this record this year. And it didn't really wear me down too much. I really enjoyed making that much music in that short amount of time. And it's mainly because you guys appreciate it. So thank y'all. When are you getting a tattoo? I don't know. I do have an idea about one. and I know that'll shock some people because I'm 32 years old, don't have one yet. I do have an idea about one though, so we'll see. I got to give a shout out to Jonathan because your mom's getting you tickets for when I come to the Verizon Center as an early Christmas gift. I hope you wanted me to say that part of the comment, but there you go. Shout out to Jonathan for sure.
And his mom.
And his mom, yeah. I was like, I lost it. I'm scrolling. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm getting to these as fast as I can. Is there an artist that I want to work with that I haven't? I've said Kenny Chesney before, just because I love his music, followed him for a long time. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of artists that I want to work with that I haven't gotten a chance to yet. I think that's one of the really cool parts about music is you get to collaborate with a lot of people, and whether that's on an album or it's just, you know, in real life getting to perform with somebody. One of my favorite things about any of the tours that I've been on is always, you know, about half the time at some point you end up getting on stage with whoever you're on tour with, whether it's, you know, a show I'm headlining asking somebody to come out on stage with me, or a show that I've been a part of that was someone else's tour with them asking me to come play a song. And that's just a cool moment. What's my go-to Halloween costume? I don't have a go-to Halloween costume, but I do dress up for Halloween. If you find photos, I think from 2 years ago, we had a show on Halloween, and so I took all of my crew, my band, everybody with me to a store. Like, they had an actual just set up for Halloween store, and I told everybody, you got to wear a costume, but you get to pick it out. And we dropped some money in that place because we had everything on stage that night. My poor drummer played in an entire stormtrooper costume with the helmet. I have no idea how he survived. Like, the entire show with the helmet on. It's incredible.
Guess you could say he's a trooper.
Dad jokes. No. What was my favorite part about being inducted into the Grand Ole Opry? All of it. I mean, that was just a huge, huge honor for me, and I was totally surprised when I originally got asked by Vince Gill. He did a wonderful job. They did a great job, my whole team, everybody, from making that a surprise. And then, obviously, Brad Paisley being there the night that I got inducted was amazing. Who was my musical influence when I was a kid? Well, I already said Keith Whitley, but just a lot of the names that you hear, like, you know, obviously George Strait, Garth Brooks, Tracy Lawrence, huge influence on me, Daryl Singletary, but also, you know, outside the genre, just love Tony Bennett, huge jazz fan, Al Jarreau, Mel Torme. If you go into other stuff like Aerosmith, but just pretty much anything that I just kind of fell into, and all genres of music I'm a huge fan of. When are you coming to the UK to see us again? You obviously weren't here at the beginning. No, I'm just kidding. As soon as possible. What's your favorite season? I say this having started this live with the fact that it's 98 degrees outside. Winter. Okay? Christmas, snow. That's it. All right, I know we're getting close to running out of time. I know I've got like 1 more minute I can hang with you guys. So, let's see. How many marriage proposals do you get each week? I don't know, but I can count up the ones that have already happened in the comment section because that's been a couple. What's my niece's coveted Christmas present this year? I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm getting her yet, but it's got to be good because she's 5, and she's going to remember this one. It's going to be awesome. Put your hat back on. Okay. You obviously weren't here for the hair comment either, or maybe you were. I don't know. What was my inspiration when writing this album that was different from my last albums? That's a good question. I would say, as much as each album you make is its own thing, it's also a snapshot of kind of where you are at that point in time. And I'd just say a lot of the stuff that's gone on in my life, and a lot of those experiences always end up coming out in your songwriting. So, all right, I'm gonna try to get one or two more in. How do I think the Cowboys will do this year? It's the Cowboys. Come on, how about them? They're gonna be great. Everybody in behind the cameras right now is doing this. I'm doing this. All right, we're good. All right, last one. What will I be for Halloween this year? I don't know, and if anyone has suggestions, feel free to leave them, because I haven't even started looking yet, and I'm actually not working on Halloween since it's on a Tuesday. So I got to figure that out, but a huge, huge thank you again to Facebook for letting me come in the studio here in LA. Thank you guys all for hanging out, asking questions, and thank you all for all the love on the album Losing Sleep. It's a huge, huge week for me, and I'm going to go hop out of here and go do Jimmy Kimmel tonight. So thank you guys very, very much. Love y'all.